Avast you land lovers. Welcome aboard a trim little craft, better known as the Midnight Express, and I'm the captain, T-Bone. The black flag is hoisted, so grab your favorite refreshment and sit back as I spin you a tale of old. You saw the header. Was Blackbeard really the most dangerous pirate? Not according to my research. So grab your refreshment and sit back as I spin you the tale of another pirate on today's episode of T-Bone's Southern Ride. Alright guys, welcome back aboard the Midnight Express as we go down the road at half the speed we need. So, was Edward Thatch, Blackbeard, the most notorious pirate of all time? Was he really the most dangerous pirate of all time? My research says no. Now, history tells us that a lot of Blackbeard was myth. In fact, you can read a story that tells you that with his head chopped off, his body swam around his throat or boat 3 times, climbed back aboard, and killed the man who executed him. One story tells us that he met his fate at the hands of Lieutenant Robert Maynard. Another says that it was by a governor who keel-hauled him. But as infamous and as notorious as our good friend Edward Teach was, my research says he was not the most dangerous pirate of the golden era of pirates, what we refer to now as the golden age. Let me take you aboard a trim little schooner with a crew of good old pirates. They like to drink rum and party. They like to dance and sing and leave hickeys on all the fair damsels. But don't let that mystique fool you, because they're not to be trifled with. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard a little schooner called the Ranger. And let me introduce you to the captain of the Ranger, Charles Vane. Now, my research showed me that Charles Vane quite possibly was the most dangerous pirate of the golden age of piracy. Now, when I talk about the golden age of piracy, I talk about the time coming to the end of the golden age of piracy. Blackbeard, Calico Jack, Black Bellamy, Anne Bonny, even old Benjamin Hornigold himself. They were all in this mix. But Charles Vane is the one man who stood out from the rest. Charles Vane is on record as being a leader in Nassau. And of course, Nassau was taken by the pirates, and it was known as the Pirates' Kingdom. When they would take a ship out there at sea and they would bring in the cargo and all the haul, they would take it to Nassau to be sold. And from Nassau it would be shipped out everywhere it needed to be, from Jamaica to El Espanol itself. Now, Charles Vane was the leader there. And what makes me believe that Charles Vane was quite possibly the most dangerous pirate was the fact that Governor Eden and his family, if a pirate was new to Nassau and Charles Vane was not there when that new pirate landed on the shores of Nassau, Governor Eden would invoke his name, Charles Vane's name, to keep the other pirates in line. Even our dear friend Blackbeard was also kept in line when they would invoke Charles Vane's name. So what does all that tell us? Well, that tells us that Although Blackbeard might have been the most notorious pirate, Charles Vane had the dangerous reputation. And even old Blackbeard himself knew that. Because it said that Blackbeard respected Vane and that they had a friendship. But don't let Charles Vane fool you. It was more than just his name being thrown around. Now, when most pirates would capture a ship, they would either ask the crew, do you want to die or do you want to convert over to being a pirate aboard our ship? Or you can go down like a good sailor with your ship. It is said that when Charles Vane would capture an English vessel, they didn't get an option. And he didn't just simply sink them. He would beat the English officers to death with his bare hands. Now, that tells you that Charles Vane was not going to cower down to the King of England and was not going to be an indentured servant to the King of England or to any of his subordinates, such as governors or anybody else that was out there using the King's name to get what they wanted done. So, if you want to know what Charles Vane was really like, the television series Black Sails goes kind of hand in hand with everything that I've learned about Charles Vane. Because at the end of the day, Charles Vane did what everybody else who was a pirate during that time did. They took a pardon from the governor. They took a pardon from England, but Charles Vane didn't live up to it. And if you go back through the history of Nassau, from the time England took back over Nassau, Charles Vane remains the only pirate that was ever hung for being a pirate. All of the other pirates who was a part of Nassau at the time, they were not hung. They took the pardons, and most of them integrated back into society. And I don't know if it was romanticized by the TV series or if it was something that Charles Vane actually said. But as they were getting ready to hang him, it's believed that he shook his head no to his crew, telling them not to stop his hanging. And that he loved Nassau and he loved what it stood for. And the famous last words before he stepped off of the buckboard and hung himself is, "They can't hang us all." Wow. So his name invoked fear. He beat sailors to death with his bare hands. And it's a rumor, and I don't know this to be a fact, but when Charleston was attacked by sea, it's believed that Charles Vane was actually the commanding captain that gave the order to burn Charleston down. I don't know if that's fact or not. Like I said, that's just what I've heard. So, where does that leave us? Was Blackbeard actually the most dangerous pirate? There's no doubt old Edward Teach was dangerous, but he had certain rules and a code that he would not break. Charles Vane didn't have it. Alright guys, sorry about that little jump there. GoPro's acting up again. Freezing, doing what it did on my other ride. But maybe it'll be alright now. But like I said guys, if you made it this far into the video, give me a like. And drop down a comment and let me know what you think about Charles Vane. Was Charles Vane the most dangerous pirate of Nassau? I mean, all my history tells me that, yeah. The rest of them were, you know, notorious. And no doubt they would do what they had to do. But all my research tells me that Charles Vane quite possibly was not only of the golden age of piracy, but that for a long time, Charles Vane might have been the most dangerous man in the golden age of piracy. But check out the TV series Black Sails, guys. Zach McGowan plays Charles Vane, and I think Zach McGowan actually did a crazy good job of bringing Charles Vane to life inside that series. And do the research for yourself. Like I said, out of all the pirates killed, Charles Vane was actually the only man hung in Nassau as a pirate, just because he would not take the pardon seriously. And you know, there's a lot of big names. Like I said, Blackbeard, Ann Bonny, Calico Jack, Black Bellamy, Benjamin Hornigold, just a ton of pirates, ton of pirates. He was the one pirate that got hanged for piracy. But jump online, check him out, guys. It's a beautiful day. I just wanted to get this content put together because I wanted to do Charles Vane after I did the Blackbeard video that I put out a few weeks ago. And thank you guys for the response on that, by the way. And you by now have seen the video that I shot across Wolfpen Gap that I screwed up and screwed the editing up on. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and comment and let me know how it is that I'm screwing up with these cameras. But guys, until the next time, like, comment, share. If you made it all the way to the very end right here, drop down and just give me a smiley face, guys. Let me know that you're here with me. Until the next time, this has been T-Bone's Southern Ride.